Hi, I'm Jose Armenta, and this is your Federal Employee Benefits, where we cover topics aimed at helping FERS federal employees like you make smart financial decisions. Today, we're going to cover how to calculate your High-3. So, it's going to be a good one. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, let's dive in. Okay, before we dive in to how you calculate your High-3, let's do a quick review of how your High-3 fits into your FERS pension formula. Okay, so your pension formula is your High-3 multiplied by your years of service and by a pension multiplier, either 1% or 1.1% if you have the 10% bonus, or 1.7% if you're a special category employee. Okay, now that we know how your High-3 fits into your pension formula, let's see what's included in your High-3. Okay, so the pay that's included in your High-3, unfortunately, it's not all pay. Okay, they don't use all pay to determine your High-3, but what is included is your base salary, your shift rates, locality pay, and night differential. Okay, now what's not included in your High-3? Okay, overtime is not included. Overseas cost of living, not included. Bonuses, not included. Any lump sum received for leave, not included. Travel allowances, danger pay, holiday pay, and Sunday premium pay. Unfortunately, none of those are included in your High-3. Okay. Now, when we say High-3, okay, or when OPM says High-3, what they mean is your highest paid consecutive, the average of your highest paid consecutive 36 months of service. Okay, one common error is some folks think it has to be your last 3 years of your career. It doesn't. It often is, but it does not have to be. Also, it does not have to be calendar years. Okay, so it could be from June of 2017 to July of 2020, right? So it does not have to be exact calendar years. Okay, so what's a quick, rough estimate? Okay, how to get a quick, rough estimate for your High-3? Because if you're several years away from retirement, it may not be worth it to really dig deep and get an accurate number of your High-3 since it's going to change, right? And so if you're several years away from retirement, a quick way to get an estimate, all right, a ballpark number of your High-3 is to take your highest 3 years of pay, okay, so it'll probably be your last 3 years, and then take the middle year. Take the middle year, use that number. That'll be pretty close to your average High-3. Okay, now when retirement is around the corner, you'll want a more accurate computation of your High-3. To do that, you'll need to gather your SF50s. Now let's run through a two-step process for how you can get a more accurate calculation of your High-3. Now step one is select the period. Now although these 36 months of consecutive service have to be consecutive, they do not have to be continuous. Meaning, if you had a break in service, you can use the period before the break and after the break as long as there is no intervening service. Okay? So, once you found the period where you had the highest average pay, you're going to pick that 3-year period. If you had any change in pay, if there's a promotion during this time, you'll have to get the time-weighted amount, okay? And we'll look at an example. I know that sounds a bit confusing, so let's jump into an example, okay? So let's say we have our favorite Fed, Bob, okay? He's found his 3 years where he had the highest pay using his SF50s, and he had a promotion. He had one promotion during this time, this 3-year period, right? And so he needs to find what the weight is for the change in pay. So let's say for this example that his pay was $51,500 during the beginning of this 3-year period. He got a promotion to $60,000 on January 6 in 2018. But the beginning of this 3-year period for his High-3 started in October 1st of 2017. And so there's a 3-month, 5-day period here where he had lower pay, right? Where the pay was lower than the remaining 3 years. And so we're going to find what amount do we use for that period, okay? So his lower pay during this 3-month period, 3-month, 5-day period was $51,500. We're going to use a chart. I'll put a link down below for this chart. This chart is called computation of annuity under the general formula. Okay. Now, we're going to find the period for this lower pay in this chart. So it was, for Bob, it was 3 months, 5 days. If we find the 3 month here on the top row, we'll go down the column for 3 months, find 5 days. The factor, the multiplier here is 2.64. Okay, we're going to multiply this point. It's 0.264. We're going to multiply this 0.264 times his pay for this 3 month period. Okay, which was a lower amount. So for this example, it's 51,500. We're going to multiply the 51,500 against this factor of 0.264. We get 13,596. 13,596. So for this period, that's how much of his salary we're going to use for this period. Okay. Now for the remaining period. Okay, remember we're looking for 3 years of average pay. So we just covered about 3 months, a little over 3 months. The remaining time is 2 years and 8 months and 25 days. Okay, we're going to use this table. Now, when you're using years, you'll just put the number of years in front of the factor. So, for example, Bob has 2 years left of his High-3, his 36 months that we have to compute. So we're going to put 2 in front of the factor. Now we're going to find the 8 months because he has 8 months left in this first year and 25 days. So we're going to find the 8 months in the top row, go down the column, find 25 days. The multiplier is 0.736. We'll put a 2 in front of this multiplier. So it's going to be 2.736 multiplied by his salary for the remainder of this period, which for this example we'll say was 60,000. Okay, so we're going to multiply this factor against 60,000. We'll get the High-3 for the remainder of this period. Then we're going to add that amount plus the 13,000 that we got earlier, and then we're going to divide by 3. And that'll give us his High-3 for this period. By understanding how to calculate your High-3, you'll not only have a clearer picture of what your pension income will be, but you'll be able to catch any potential errors made by OPM. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I'm Jose Armenta. Take care.